Hello everyone. In this video, I would like to show you how to use the wizard to set up a Corel PREC PR300 controller for a dual temperature application, namely line 1 at minus 10 degrees Celsius and line 2 at minus 30 degrees Celsius. So as always, when you switch on the PREC controller for the first time, it asks you to select a language, and you can enter to change or escape to skip, or if you wait too long, it will automatically choose English. So we want to use the wizard. So select config item, wizard, yes. So I'm just going to enter and enter again. Now we're in the wizard setup. As I said before, you need a wiring diagram to set up a PREC controller. If you don't have a wiring diagram or notes, there's no way of setting it up because you don't know where the OEM has installed which wire. So you need a wiring diagram. So I've got some notes, and we're going to use these notes to set up this controller. So line 1, medium temp at minus 10 degrees Celsius, and line 2, low temperature at minus 30 degrees Celsius. My medium temperature side will have 2 compressors, with number 1 being an inverter compressor. Same as with my low temperature. It's going to also have 2 compressors, with number 1 being an inverter compressor. I've got 4 fans sharing a 0 to 10 volt signal, 1 alarm per compressor, 1 low liquid level alarm, 1 suction pressure probe per suction group, 4 to 20 milliamp, 0 to 10 bar range, 1 suction temperature probe per suction group, so we're going to have 2 there. 1 condensing pressure probe, 4 to 20 milliamp, 0 to 30 bar range. I'm only using 1 condensing probe because it's a common discharge. 1 common discharge probe, and that's why we only have the 1 common discharge. So yes, you are able to read each compressor's discharge if you want to, if that's how they installed it. But for this exercise, only 1 common discharge probe and 1 ambient or external probe. So using this information, we can now set up the PREC controller. So type of installation, suction and condenser, yes. And the plant is going to be standard. So I'm just going to go down. Measuring units, degrees Celsius or bar, or you have the option of Fahrenheit or PSI. But I'm going to use degrees Celsius and bar. So if we go down, compressor config, it's going to be reciprocating, and then the number we need to change to 2. But as you can see, there's no line 1 or line 2 here because we haven't told the controller that it's a dual temp rack yet. So when you start, you must assume that this is line 1. 2 reciprocating compressors. Let's go down. Compressor config, number of alarms for each compressor is 1. Enter and down. A modulating speed device. Yes, we're using an inverter. Remember, you have got the option for bits of CR2, but we're going to use inverter as per the notes. Enter and go down. Compressor config, compressor sizes. Equal size, equal stage, yes. Or if you have a different size secondary compressor, you're going to say define sizes. But I'm just going to assume all 4 of my compressors on my rack is the same, just to make it a little bit easier for the video. So let's go down. Compressor config stages, 100%, yes. Go down. Compressor config regulation by pressure, no. I want to regulate by temperature because it's a little bit easier. And as always, 507 refrigerant. Then let's go down. Regulation type, neutral zone, yes. I mean using neutral zone because we have a lead compressor. Let's go down. Compressor config, set point minus 10. Remember I said this is line 1, although it doesn't say line 1 yet. But medium temp minus 10, yes. So let's go down. Configure another suction line. Okay, so now we're going to tell the controller that you have a second line. So I'm going to make it yes, enter, and go down. Dedicated PRAC board for the suction line. No, everything will fit on my large board. So I'm going to leave it at no and go down. Line 2 compressors config. Again, reciprocating yes, and I'm going to change the 3 compressors to 2 as per the notes and go down. Number of alarms for each compressor, it's only 1, so enter, change it to 1, enter again and go down. Modulating speed device for line 2, yes, it's an inverter as well. Enter and go down. Again, equal sizes, yes, so I'm just going to go down. Stages config 100% for line 2, yes, so everyone is running at 100%, so we just go down. Line 2 compressor config regulation by temperature again, please. And we have to use the same refrigerant because we have one common discharge. 507, next page. Yes, we're going to run neutral zone because we have that lead compressor even for line 2. Let's go down. Compressor config set point. Let's change this to -30 for now because that was as per the notes. Almost there. Perfect, and a 2-degree differential. Next page. Condenser config. A dedicated board for the condensing line, no. So I'm going to leave it on no and just go down. Number of fans. Remember I said it's sharing a analog signal, so it's only 1 fan. Let's go down. Modulating speed device. Yes, it's an inverter. But you've got the option for PWM digital output, phase cut, inverter. That's what we want. Enter and go down. Condenser config regulation by, again, please use temperature, and we have to use the 507. Let's go down. Condenser config regulation type proportional band, yes, because we only have 1 fan, we can't use neutral zone, so proportional band. Enable integral time action. If you want to say yes, then you've got the option 2. I'm going to leave it on no and just go down. Condenser config set point. For this exercise, let's put it on what, 35 or 36? Let's do 36 degrees Celsius. Perfect. Differential of 4. Let's go down. Configure another condensing line. No, we're only configuring 1 condensing line, so we just go down. Enable I/O config, no. Visualize wizard report, no. And remember I said I don't want the PRAC controller to decide where it's going to assign all my inputs and outputs, so that's why I leave it on no, and just go down to continue. Boards necessary, only using the 1 board, yes. Press enter to continue. Auto configuration under execution. So the controller is using all the information that we just input into the wizard, and it's compiling a workable solution for us. Successfully completed. Press enter to continue. So we're going to press enter, and that's the wizard. So now you can see we've got line 1 suction, line 2 suction, and line 1 condensers. So that's how you use the wizard on a Corel PRAC controller to set up a dual temp rack. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.